Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Building in the Open. This is the series where I take you behind the scenes, day in the life of a CEO, show you what I'm thinking about as I build this agency from zero to $1 million in profit by the end of this year. So without further ado, let's dive straight in.
This week on Building in the Open.
Okay, so looking at the dashboard, our week over week revenue is up 4.2%, which I am happy with. Our average revenue per user is down 1.5%. And that is because when someone signs up in the middle of a month, their month is prorated. And so that prorated amount is going to be for a lesser amount than our normal tiers, therefore temporarily reducing our ARPU, average revenue per user. Our net revenue retention looks to be exactly the same, holding strong at 100.3%. Again, super proud of that. That's probably our most important metric because it shows us not only how much do people love what we're doing, how much do they love our on-demand design services, as well as how successful are we in upselling people into bigger plans and helping them really fully solve their design problems within their companies. So very proud of that metric. So if I look at my goals for last week, my theme was ship it. I wanted to nail our big customer launch and promo, which we absolutely did. At this point, you all know that launch was with Dave Gerhardt and the Exit 5 team. Super, super fun project to work on. And the feedback that we've been getting, the feedback they've been getting on their new brand and website has been fantastic. So that will be a boon for us and a boon for them, and just all around very excited about how well that went. Not that we expected it to go anything other than that, but just always good to see these things come to fruition. The next one I actually missed on. So commitment number 2 is timely feedback throughout the week to our editor. I was actually in Mexico on vacation for 4 out of the 5 working days. And so unfortunately, I thought I was going to have some downtime, and I did. Well, I did have downtime, but I didn't have that kind of downtime. Commitment number 3, unblock any sales needs. I did stay on top of that. Commitment number 4, handle lake house permits. I just submitted for and landed my first permit ever. I'm excited about it. You don't have to be excited about it. I'm excited about it. And lastly, revamping YouTube titles to be a bit more hook oriented. I realized that I was writing my YouTube titles in a very literal sense, and if you want to play the YouTube game, people tell me you have to play the YouTube game. So we're making them a little bit more hooky. Okay, so diving into this week, my intention is to get organized. I feel like I've been out of town a bunch. My brain feels a little bit scattered. I don't feel very organized. So my intention is to get it back on track, and starting with commitment 1. So commitment number 1 is to align with the team on our next 3 hires. We have some important hires happening right now across design, development, and copywriting. And so I want to get those in the bag and decisions made in advance of actually needing to pull the trigger on the specific individuals. Commitment number 2 is a more long-term strategic initiative around university partnerships as a feeder program for design talent. Most of the designers we hire are senior designers. They've been at it for a long time. We hire every now and then junior designers where we're not letting them work directly in accounts necessarily when they first join us, but we're training them and we're kind of molding them and providing an environment for them to learn and grow. And we found that the folks who we invest in that way end up becoming some of our strongest designers. So it's a long-term play and it's a long-term investment, but this is something that I think will be key to our long-term success. Commitment number 3 is to hit my daily social goals around commenting and some new tooling. So that's just staying in the game. Commitment 4, identify our next influencer targets. So this is a big part of our strategy. A big part of our growth strategy is finding influential people and making them our customers. And I know that sounds obvious and dumb, but if you think of it as a growth strategy, it shifts things a bit. You're not just saying, oh, I want to work with cool people. You're saying, I'm going to make a concerted effort to identify people who are influential, find a way to work with them so that their audience sees the great work that we do, sees that this individual trusts us to do their work. And so this is exactly what we did with Dave Gerhardt. This is exactly what we did with the Exit 5 team. And we just, essentially, I want to do more of that. So you'll see me talk a lot more about this influencer strategy as we go along. Okay, the last one, package financials and get next step meeting with strategic investor. I own 100% of both of my agencies, and I have never intended on having partners or investors. However, there is a unique opportunity that has presented itself to bring on a minority investor. And I am a big fan of saying yes to things and never knowing really where that can take you in life. And so this is one of those things where I'm going to keep saying yes until we get further down the path and see if there's something interesting here. So kind of like nervous, excited about it. But I think that in general, every time that I've said yes to something that I was nervous, excited about, it led to great life and career opportunities. So why stop now? So to wrap up this week, I wanted to add 2 new sections to this whole update. The first one is to share one thing that I'm nervous about with you all. I would say the one thing I'm nervous about this week is our paid ads program. This is something that's brand new to us. We've actually not run paid ads in the past. We just started running paid ads, and we haven't yet seen much success out of it. I believe that it can be a channel for growth, and based on how our competitors are spending in paid, I believe it's just a matter of time. But man, it is so hard to wait that out during the initial kind of learning phase that you have to go through with Google as you dance your way into good quality scores and all the nitty gritty that leads to a successful paid media campaign. I'm having to sit on the other side of the table for once and be told to be patient as things get ramped. So that's one thing that has me nervous this week. One thing I'm excited about this week is honestly just all of the amazing sales conversations that we're having right now as a result of our big launch with Exit 5. I think a lot of people saw that work, they were impressed, and they realized there was an opportunity to make their brand more iconic or to extend the bandwidth of their in-house design team. And we've had a lot of really strong, fantastic outreach as a result of that. So I'm just excited to see where those conversations land and how many people were able to help as a result of it. Okie dokie. That is the beginning of my week. I'm sharing it with you. What do you have questions about? Did I use business jargon? Did I not clarify things? What are you thinking? What are you wondering? Is this valuable? Should I keep doing these? I should go have coffee.